There it goes. Okay. So because Lee can't make it tonight, and she really wants to be on the call, so we're recording to make sure that we can have it for Lee. So welcome. So glad, Beta and Melody and John and Leanne, that you could come. And I practiced with Diane today, so I know she'll be here any second because she has a motivational message for us. But I would love to know if anybody got some samples, kept them on them, and had any chance to give a sample away to anybody. I kept the samples on me, but I didn't give any away. So I'll be the first one to say I didn't do it, but but I did give the samples and put them in my purse. Anybody else?
I had some samples in my purse, but I would walk out of the house without my purse sometimes.
No!
I know, so I'm getting there.
I can chime in. Leanne was sharing with some samples with one of our housemates. His daughter would wake him up in the morning, and so what did you? So we set up a diffuser in the room to kind of help her be a little bit less restless in the morning. What do we do? Adaptive and Serenity.
Ooh.
And so yeah, so you could just like hit go first thing in the morning, and she would just go back to sleep. That did not work as intended, but that was the plan.
Interesting. Good job sharing with them.
Which oils was that? Serenity and what?
So adaptive.
Serenity and adaptive.
Yep, one of the new
Adaptive.
oils. Yeah.
I just got that one yesterday. I'm so excited. I love it.
That is awesome. Don't you love how it smells?
I love it. I love it. I feel like I have to keep reapplying it though, because I got the roll on. But I think the next order will be just the oil itself and not the roll on. So I can put it in the diffuser. Yeah.
I agree.
But I love it.
Good job.
Yes. Good
job. Okay. So I have a story to tell you guys about the way things come towards us. I put on my vision board, and I know we've all done vision boards. I think I remember, Beta, you did one, right?
Yes, I did one. It was a really big one, but I made it really small now. It's much smaller.
Okay. And Mel, do you have one? Kind of? Yes. Okay. So I know Leanne did, because you guys did a big vision board party at your house. So I created a vision board a couple years ago, not because I wanted to do it. I did it under duress. I did it, and I created it, and it stayed in my laundry room. And then it was behind the door in the laundry room. And then it's sitting over here on a table that I never look at. So hi, Lisa, glad you made it. So we're talking about my vision board, and my vision board just has sat there, and I rarely look at it. And it has great big things on my vision board. I have things that I'm like, oh, someday I want to do this, and someday I'll do this, and in 15 years, Joe and I will do this. I think those are great things to put on a vision board, but I'm going to encourage you today, and this is going to be the challenge too, and it can be as simple as this. I want you to take a blank piece of paper and write a couple of short-term goals on it and post that next to your bed. And this is your new working vision board. I'm making it as easy as possible. You can make it fancier if you want to, okay? But I want you to do small goals. I want you to say, you know, by next week, I'm going to do this. Oh my goodness, Diane's having a hard time getting in. So we're going to let her keep trying. I want you to do goals on this chart that are reasonable. They don't have to be doTERRA goals. They are doable. Joe gave our family home evening lesson tonight on SMART goals. Specific goals.
Measurable.
Measurable. Thank you, Beta. Measurable.
Action.
Action-oriented. What's the R?
Realistic.
Realistic. Thank you, Beta, for teaching this lesson.
And then I think the T is for time.
Time, because you have to give it a deadline. So he just taught me that. So I didn't have it in my head or written down. Thank you, Beta, for being there.
You're welcome.
Okay, but if you make a goal that is timely and that is specific and that is measurable, and so I put on my little goal chart up on my bed, I want to find a business partner. I know all of you are my business partners, but I just thought I need to find some new people too. I need to bring this towards me. So I put that on my vision board 2 weeks ago. I look at my vision board every morning and I read it. And guess what it does? It gets into my head. And so here I am this week selling some more items to people for Joy for Juliet. And a lady comes to buy the bread maker. And she finds out it's for a service for Juliet, and she pays me $20 instead of $15 for the bread maker.
Oh.
And as she's here, she saw my doTERRA sign and she said, you know, I use doTERRA and I have a cleaning service and we clean 400 homes. And she said, we use doTERRA, but only on the cancer patients' homes. And I said, that's odd. Why don't you do it for all of them? And she said, oh, I can't afford it for all of them. And I said, what? I have really found cleaning with doTERRA is extremely reasonably priced. And she said, I have been buying my spray bottles for $10 a piece from my doTERRA lady for 2 years.
She doesn't make her own then.
She is not even enrolled. She has been spending $150 a month to her doTERRA buying spray bottles for $10 a piece. And the very next words out of her mouth was, I need to find a new doTERRA lady. And I was like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. And she and I are going to have lunch next week. And she has texted me over many times now. And I said, you realize you could make that bottle for $1, the one you bought from her for $10. And she's just flabbergasted. So not only that, she should be enrolled. She should be getting her own points. She should have her own product. It may take her a few minutes to make the bottles, but she's going to save so much money on it. And then she cleans 400 homes. She can be using On Guard product and do the business and share the oils with them. So I don't know that Tabitha is going to end up on our team and be a business member, but I know my mind is open to it because I put it on that vision board.
She can also market it as green cleaning, which she can charge more for.
Is she with Great American Cleaning?
Let me see. She sent me her.
If so, I know her.
No way.
I didn't know she used doTERRA.
She uses it for her cancer patients. She even offered, oh, you know what? She sent me her business stuff on Facebook, not on text.
Hey, Shalene,
Yeah.
that link you sent out for this call tonight didn't work for me. So Diane might be having that issue too.
Yeah, it didn't work for me either. I had to click right on the Zoom app and then put in the meeting ID.
Shoot. Okay, let me tell her that.
So just those 9 numbers, is all she needs. At the
Everybody
end of the
says that it didn't work for them either and that they had to type it in those 9 numbers on the Zoom page, period. I am so sorry. I must have done it wrong. I
And
need
she
to
has
put
to click
somebody
on-
else in charge of the end of things.
She has to click on the join a meeting instead of the first small box is how it showed up on my
Promise we'll
interface.
get it right next time. Okay. That would be so funny if you knew Tabitha. Oh my goodness. So how do you know Tabitha that you think you know her?
I met her at the networking group that I was in a few months ago.
Really?
So, yeah, I saw her every week for at least 3 or 4 months straight.
What?
We had a couple of one-on-ones together, because I'm an organizer. She's a cleaner. It's a good referral source.
Yes.
So Great American Cleaning. I guess, if you
I can't get
Whenever you
in.
get a chance, you could just text me and let me know. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Or no, it's not.
I'll let you know because that would be a small world.
Yep.
Anyway,
no, it is.
super, super cool the way things work. But what do you guys think? What would you do with a vision board? Share something you might put on your vision board that is a SMART goal, a measurable, short-term, something. What could you put on there?
This is mine. Oops. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Nice.
It was way bigger than that, but I minimized it a lot.
I love it. Okay, so what I love is mine's a cork board now too, and it's right next to my bed. And I actually, instead of a piece of paper, just have a couple of things punched in just like yours. Just like yours, Vita.
Yeah, I have simplicity is the new luxury.
I love it. Okay, now you need to put on something new. Since you've already got it, put on something new this week. That's the goal. Put on something new that's kind of short and measurable. Maybe something by Christmas or maybe something by the new year that you can read every day and make it happen. Okay?
Okay. It's not right next to my bed, but
I'm going to suggest you put it there too. And let me tell you why. There's something about looking at it as you go to bed and looking at it as you get up. There is just something about it. Gets into the subconscious. All right. Any other ideas of things that you might put on there, guys?
Feeling there's no way I'm not gonna just put exactly what you put because that was pretty successful.
Woohoo!
I can't wait to hear how it goes with Tabitha, but that sounds fantastic.
Sounds good. So
definitely putting finding a business builder in, I don't know what, like 6 days. How long do you?
Yeah.
But yeah, like something like that.
That sounds awesome. Okay. Anybody else have something they want to share? All right, you guys. Okay, we're going to talk about upcoming booths. We've got some booths coming up, and this Friday one got postponed. I'll let you know as soon as they let me know when it is. The CD Folks one is Thursday next week on the 21st, Health Fair Night, and Lee and John and Leanne are doing that one. Blackland Prairie is the big one that is a Coco and Carol's. They want us to sell stuff. That one's on Friday the 6th. And Barb, Lee, Melody, and Lisa are doing that one. You all helped pay that $50. And that's a good 5 to 8 p.m. So that's going to be a nice, should be a really busy one and a good opportunity. Oh, poor Diane is so frustrated. Okay. And then I have news because I spent hours this week looking up addresses for Pflugerville, Georgetown, and Leander school districts. And my pile of school papers with all the information has now doubled because you add those three school districts, the three of them together are a little bit bigger than Round Rock. And I sent all those emails and I just knew I was going to be barraged with booths because we'd gotten 7 or 8 off of my Round Rock list. But I find that people who know me are more apt to respond, and I don't know the people in the other schools. And so I've gotten one booth, and I'm going to tell you about that one. And I got one person in Georgetown that moved from Round Rock that knew me and responded. And I've got quite a handful that said very sweetly, we don't have anything right now. We'll send you the right person. So you never know. Could get some more. And I still have on my list this week to do Austin, which is crazy because it's as big as all of this put together. And it's going to take a while to do. It just takes me a long time to find the right email addresses to send. And then I send them by individual school so that it's personalized email. But I have another fair that I probably need more than one set of people because this fair is at Cypress Elementary in Leander School District. And it is on Saturday, December 7th. And that is the day of our team party here. I just went through and got all your gifts ready. So I hope you guys are all coming. So Cypress Elementary is kind of like the Coco and Carol's booth, but it's from 9 in the morning to 1 p.m. And it's going to be very well attended, and it is was only $20 for the booth, and I'm covering that. But I figure what we'll do is instead of start at 1 here, we'll start at 1:30, and we'll get a few people that want to cover 9 to 11, and then a few people that want to cover 11 to 1. What do you think of that? Anybody want to take on that Saturday morning, the 12th? And it's okay if nobody does, because I'll go do it.
I'll do it.
Was that Beta? Beta?
Mm-hmm. Do I have to do it by myself?
No, because I'll be there. If nobody
I
else.
can
okay.
do it. I can do it, Shailene.
Okay, and Lisa wants to do it too.
I'll have to
down.
bring Leia.
I think that she would love it.
She's like, what?
Okay. And then there's other people not on the call tonight, so we'll see who else wants to do it. But I think it'll be a wonderful opportunity. This school is behind Lakeline Mall. I looked up the address. So if you go out 620 to Lakeline Mall's on your right, it's kind of right behind Lakeline Mall on the right side. Okay. And then hopefully if you guys are willing to come to my house for a little fun time that afternoon, we'll have some fun at 1:30. So that was another booth I got a yes from, definitely, and I had a few others that were maybes. So I'll keep you in the loop on those as they come up. And I wondered if anybody else besides Leanne, I know Leanne listened to Jolene's Marco Polo. Did anybody else listen to Jolene's Marco Polo?
I didn't listen to the whole thing, but about half of it.
Okay. So she just talked about the fact that I
Some
told
really
her
cool
about
stuff.
these booths. And so Beta, you getting us started on this booth has not only helped our team, but Jolene's not on our team. She's in Houston. She took the idea and she went and did a booth, and she was so excited about how it turned out that she had to give us a lowdown on a Marco Polo that was quite long. So it was hard to listen to a lot of it, but so much great information. She had a miraculous experience. So,
Wonderful. Yay.
so I just your goodness is spreading all over the place.
I'm so happy.
She did a card at her booth that she did a drawing, and I'm not sure she even mentioned what she gave away, but she had a drawing, and on the card it said, check if you're interested in learning more and check if you're interested in the business. She had 2 people turn in a card that say they were interested in the business.
Nice.
And she had multiple people say they were interested in learning more. And she gave away mints that she'd made out of the oils and powdered sugar, I think she said. I'm not sure what else. But she's going to give me that recipe. She said it was the hit of the entire place. People kept coming back for more mints. And she even went around and gave mints to all of the other tables and had a conversation with all of them. And just became the buzz table of the whole place. So. Isn't that cool? That was very cool. Anyway, very, very fun that you created a ripple in a pond, Beta, that is going to go way beyond what you could ever see.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sherry gave me some suggestions for booths. Sherry is our queen of booths. Sherry does booths all the time, but she does gym booths, and we're doing health fair and school booths because we don't have to pay for those mostly, and because it's great connection with the kids. So Sherry said that she always has a clipboard. She doesn't do the computer, which we could do or not do, but I like the idea of a clipboard if you do paper. And I think that's what you had too, Lisa, something that they could actually fill out to share their information. She said the goal should be to enroll them at the booth. And when she said that, I was just like, oh, that'd be so hard to push them to enroll at the booth. And then I remembered our new enrollment kits. Beta, I don't know if you know, they came out with all new enrollment kits this week, and the old ones are no more.
Okay.
So I'm going to send that to you in an email so that you have that. The smallest kit you can now purchase is, anybody remember how much it was? I gave my page away.
I think it's 105 or something.
It's around $100, but what's in it is Deep Blue Rub and 3 5-mil, Lemon, On Guard, and Serenity or something like that. Very strange grouping to me, but very interesting because you've got those 3 oils plus a deep blue rub, a very small amount, $100. They don't have to pay the $35 fee, and then they can just move on to getting anything they want for wholesale. And I realized, that deep blue rub is a great first experience. You have that at a booth and they love that. Getting that smallest kit is going to be a really good way to go. Anyway, that made me feel a little bit better about encouraging them to enroll right there. She said another thing. She said she always does, if they are willing to say they'll do a class, she has a basket full of items that they can choose from. And this is the most interesting part. I would have never thought of this. She said, do not put oils in the basket. She said, people take an oil and they don't know what to do with it. But if they take a tube of toothpaste, they know what to do with that. If they take a bag of cough drops, they know what to do with that. If they take skincare, they know how to put lotion on. So she said, I fill the basket full of things that I've purchased with my points, and I use that to encourage them to do a class. Thought that was a great idea. So there's another one from Sherry that would help us there. All right, you guys are awesome.
Shalene?
Yes.
I have I think every booth should have a clipboard instead of using the computer, because Wi-Fi is so shoddy, or if a lot of people are using the Wi-Fi and it shuts down on you, that way you're not losing people. Or like you said, the cards filled out for the raffle, that's your contact information too. So
John?
I just think going paper is smarter.
I agree, because then you don't lose it. We actually lost some, John, when Lee did a booth and she recreated my Google Doc, had it working on her computer, did it at the booth. And then I thought when she took it from me, I thought I would get the people that filled it out back to me. And when I didn't have them, I said, oh, you must have them. She didn't have them either. So we lost them. And you're right, Mel. There's a lot to be said for paper. But I'm not sure if the Google Doc, does the Google Doc work if you don't have internet, or do you have to have internet for the Google Doc to work?
You have to have internet.
Yeah. Okay.
There are some versions of Google Doc that do work offline, but you would want to verify that what you're signed up for works that way.
Is that Kevin?
No, that's Richard.
Oh, Richard. I thought it sounded like Kevin. Well, you are brothers. Oh, man. I'm like, that does not sound like John. I cannot make that sound like John in my head. Who is that? Hello,
I was
Richard.
trying for Donald's voice.
Thank you
You got
for
a
joining.
two-voicer for the price of one account now.
Thank you so much, Richard. That was hilarious. Okay.
Another thought, Shailene, is
Yes.
that when Barbara and I did our booth last minute, we watched a video of a lady that was talking about how to do a booth, and it was actually pretty comprehensive. And one of the things she said was, when you take somebody's information, write it down yourself. So have them tell you what to write. You can read your own writing, first of all. Second of all, as soon as they walk away, then you write on the back of that slip or whatever you've got, and you write notes about, this person has one child, they're a single parent, they have a lot of headaches, and they have digestive problems, and then you've got notes, because you're not going to remember all the people that you meet. But that way you've got information about that particular person, and you put them on slips of papers, what she was saying, instead of the sheet that I have a sheet. But I thought it was interesting writing down myself, because I don't tell you how many times I've lost somebody's information because I can't read their writing, even though I tried to clarify at the moment. Whatever reason, later on I couldn't remember, or I obviously got it wrong, or whatever.
Which is the reason for a computer and letting them do it. And you can also get more information from them if they do the computer Google Doc. But I think there's something to be said for both. Just gotta
You just find your own niche.
Yep, find your own niche. Okay, you guys rock. I've got a little bit more information to give you. Tuesday classes in December. So there's no Tuesday class the last Tuesday, Thanksgiving week. And then there's 2 classes in December that are not at the dentist office. They're going to be at my home. Very important to know the details about this. And then there's no Tuesday classes for the rest of the year, the last 3. So only Tuesday classes in December will be in my home. And the reason is I'm making those hands-on nights, and my sweet daughter Kaylee created for me these stickers that are gorgeous, and they wrap around the bottle. They're water resistant. They wrap around the bottle, and they have, I wish I felt more focused. I wish I felt more healthy. It was one of the, I don't even know what the lady's name is that does these. Christina does a lot of these, but this is the one I wanted to purchase from her, and she didn't do it anymore. So I took the information and Kaylee recreated them for me, since this one that I wanted to do wasn't available to purchase, which worked out well because now I can print them out myself. But what we're going to do that night is we're going to let them make a full roll-on of any one of these themselves. The people that come that are not enrolled. What I would love is for people that are not enrolled to come that night, because as we tell them about enrolling, if they enroll that night, I am going to provide the materials for them to make all 10. This is 1.5 groups. So this is a full group. They will be allowed to make all 10 that night and go home with them if they're ready to enroll. So it's one of my gifts to you. And then if they get on LRP, I'm giving them a Modern Essentials book. Okay, so this is just a little push. You can say, come do stocking stuffers. You can make one for free. If you want to do more, they're going to be $5 a piece. And it'll be great to just make some and have fun. And then if your friend is not enrolled and they would like to get all 10 for free, I mean, that's a pretty nice savings. That's a $50 savings for them getting all 10 for free. And they will, oh, I was going to say this, but that's November, they get $50 free. So this month, the deal is they get $50 free if they enroll. I was thinking that was next month. But that's a pretty good deal.
Be on LRP?
If they want the book. So if they join.
No, I mean for November.
No, they do not have to be on LRP for the 50.
Okay.
And what's so funny is this is a great story, Beta. I met somebody at Forest Creek Elementary, is the one person I made a connection with that night. And her and her mom came over Saturday, and they enrolled, and they got on LRP, and she left my house. And then I went, I never even told him about the free $50.
Aww.
And it was really fun to text her and say, I can't believe I forgot to tell you that just for enrolling, you get to have 50 points on your account. December 15th, you'll have 50 more points. So that was fun. It was nice. I didn't have to say, hey, if you enroll tonight, you'll get these 50 free more points. Anyway, that was pretty fun. So
Cool.
fruits for the work there. All right. So please, please, please consider those Tuesday nights coming to at least one of the nights, if not both, and bring people that night to enroll. And John, if you want to tell Patty about these nights, if she has people that want to enroll, it is a great way for her to come and not even have to put on the party or put on anything. Just bring people that are ready or might be close to enrolling, and they can come and do this. So please tell Patty about this too. All right. Let's see. Joy for Juliet. I gave Juliet $1,200 on Saturday. Thank you so much for all your help, guys. Could not have done it without every person. And there still will be more because I still have about 5 items in my house, and they're slowly going. They're slowly. Somebody says, is this still available? I'm like, yes. The Ronco dehydrator is gone. The ice cream maker is gone. The bread maker is gone. I'm down to just a few items. So it's very cool. And we should have a little bit more to give her, but that is pretty cool. We had a wonderful day helping and serving. There was not a lot of us, but I'm not sure that we would have fit very many more into their sweet little mobile home. And I'm going to visit her this Thursday to bring her a light bulb I forgot to bring up. And I will probably talk to her about us maybe doing one more service day when her baby's about 6 months old. Give her a chance to get through having this baby and move on. So, all right, we are down to, please put January 23rd and 24th on your calendar if you would like to come to my house to hear Kirk Duncan online training, Master Your Influence. Please put that on your calendar. If by chance you would like to put on your vision board that I will hit Elite by the end of January, then please put on your vision board that I will be at the Elite training on February 7th and 8th. That's when Sherry comes down to do some training for us. And then everybody's invited to the Texas Retreat training. Please put on your calendar April 17th and 18th. I can't tell you how many years now we've gotten to the date for that event and somebody says, oh, I forgot, I have this, I can't go. And I'm like, if you put it on your calendar now, then you'll know when something else comes up to hopefully keep it open, because that Texas retreat, we are flying people in. It is going to be phenomenal. It just gets better and better every year. So
When is that one?
that one is April 17th and 18th. That's the one
Okay.
that's out at the ranch and then at a hotel the second day. And then remember, your challenge is to put something definitive on your vision board and look at it every day. And we'll love to hear about that next week. And we will give Diane the correct number next week. Okay, you guys know what the reason is? The reason is the Zoom gives you this big long paragraph of stuff to send people. And that always confused me at the beginning. So I always just highlight or type in, oh, let me just give them the number of the call. And I probably made a mistake with what the number was. And from now on, I'm just going to give you the big long paragraph and you go in to find the number yourself, because that'll keep me from making the mistake. I'm sorry. That's probably why we're not have everybody on. They probably all tried and said, it's not working. I'm done.
Shalene, thank you for doing so much. You've done so much work for these booths, and you've done so much keeping us on track. And I know it's hard when a glitch comes up like me on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because I
Hey,
was like,
and glitches
what do you
are
mean there's
part
that
of
problem?
life. Glitches are part of life. And you know what? I'm not going to be sorry about it. I'll just say this is how we're changing it and move forward. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate it. All right. I'm ending the meeting. Love you guys all so much. And thank you for being here. It will grow and it will get better. And I'll do better and we'll all do better.
Thank you,
Bye.
Shalene.
Okay.
I love
thanks
you
for joining us,
guys.
Richard. I see your blue shirt.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Love you all.
Good night.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Bye now.